This cryptocurrency has way more to come. We're going to talk Jasmy coin. Now, we've been in this for quite some time, and it feels like every week there is something that goes under the radar that people don't talk about. Well, we're going to cover it for you in this video, and why I think there is a price push coming very soon for Jasmy. All of that in this video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you get updated when we release our latest Jasmy content. With that being said, let's get into the video. So welcome back, everybody. As always, make sure you turn your notification bell on so you're updated with our latest Jasmy content, as well as XRP and the cryptocurrency news. And if you like all that, you've come to the right place. But let's talk about Jasmy. Up 634% in the last year, currently trading just under 2.8. And actually looking pretty bullish. In the longer term, we absolutely believe that Jasmy is in a big push to the upside. But there are lots of things going on in the background that people just don't seem to be covering, and I want to bring it to you in this video. Now, full disclosure, I've been invested in Jasmy for quite some time, and I've been talking about this since it had an extra zero, and lots of you in the community have been big Jasmy supporters. It may not be the top 10 cryptocurrency we want next week, but what's underpinning with Jasmy is absolute utility that has to be used in the real world, and I think it's going to come sooner than you think. So recently, we heard that Sony were going to be launching an exchange in Japan, and actually, it was part of the Amber Group. Now, Amber Group is very interesting in terms of what they do. They build out digital finance and institutional grade support. This is very key for how it's being built out. Now, remember, Sony have bought an element of this to launch their own cryptocurrency in Japan. Very interesting as how it plays out. Now, lots of speculation was whether Jasmy would be involved in this. Bear in mind, some of the core founding team have links directly back to Sony, which is very interesting, and more importantly, what is going to be potentially another lockup when it comes to Jasmy. Currently, we don't have any information in terms of what's going to be on there, what they're going to list, etc., etc. But I thought this was very interesting to understand where that cryptocurrency exchange comes from and why it's so important with those links coming back to Jasmy. And I think as this builds out, as the Japanese cryptocurrency ecosystem builds out, I absolutely believe Jasmy will form a key part to it. You only have to look at some of the narratives that Jasmy can be used for, and more importantly, some of these partnerships that we've talked about, particularly with Witsco, around remarkable initiatives around Tizwit systems, and more importantly, using their blockchain technology to optimize entry and exit management. You may think, well, what's that got to do with anything, 2-bit? Think about it. Data democracy. If you've ever gone to an airport, entered a concert, whatever it is, you are swiping a QR code. You are literally having to put your data on there. Are you accepting that? Well, the reality is everyone clicks yes. This is where Jasmy absolutely comes in a different matter, and also tests on mobility in Hokkaido around attractiveness, safety, convenience, and practicality of mobility solutions in a smart city. Well, guess what? Jasmy was at the forefront of that as well. So there are some really key parts in real world use case that Jasmy is being tested on, used on, and built. And don't forget, underpinning, we have Junction coming very soon as well, which will be built with that EVM compatibility, allowing a completely decentralized element to Jasmy as well. So there is a ton being worked on in the background. This is why people right now are incredibly bullish about a potential breakout for Jasmy. In the longer term, we absolutely expect this to be $3, $4, $5, maybe even $10 a coin, but it is a very bullish chart right now with this ascending triangle pattern, which we have now got 2.8, between 2.8 and 2.5 is the resistance level. So what are we looking for? Well, the reality is we are looking for a retest and then a break to the upside. And I think this is the interesting bit. We could even see people shorting this position and absolutely getting wrecked. Now, if you've seen some of these big wicks and candles that we get, a lot of these can be where traders make a bad decision. They could short the market and the market flips and pushes to the upside. We actually are seeing Bitcoin having a bit of a rally right now. And I think this is where we've got to look. We came down and retested the 236 Fibonacci perfectly, as we talked about on my live stream, and actually we find this lower mid support around the 27725 range. Now, what are we looking for? A push back up. 2899 is my price target, and I want to see a break above that. This is the point. People may short this descending triangle, and I think this would be a very bad idea. I actually think we're going to see this retest on a couple of key metrics. We see volume starting to pick up. We have a lot of indicators around MACD and RSI, all aligning to our favor, not to mention the potential imminent launch of Junction and the fact that Jasmy are out promoting at some more conferences. It is now the season of cryptocurrency conferences, and I think Jasmy is going to be up there 0.58% already. We've just gone into a new day here in the UK, but actually it is a very big descending triangle in the longer term frame as well. And we might just be looking for this break above. So we're looking at that 2.8 range, maybe even a retest of the 3.1 at the 0.5 Fibonacci could be very good news for everyone invested in Jasmy. And don't forget, this is before Sony launches exchange in Japan. This is before Sony has those links directly back to Amber Group and before Sony announces, in my opinion, that it'll have some level of partnership with Jasmy. Why would you not want the top cryptocurrency in Japan to be part of your cryptocurrency exchange that you're going to launch in Japan? Very interesting. Lots of stuff to unwind with Jasmy. Lots of stuff being built in the background. And one of my very bullish picks for 2024-2025's bull market. But as always, let me know what you think in the comments down below. What's your view on Jasmy? Are you holding, buying, selling? I'm always curious to know what you guys think. As always, we appreciate your time and support on the channel. If you haven't already, do click that like and subscribe button. It massively helps out, really pushes up in the algorithm. And we really want to try and break that 50,000 subscriber mark this year. We're going to send this bull market and Jasmy's going to be a key part of that. As always, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.